First, we would like to introduce, show you our new function.
Okay.
Yeah. We add some prediction for the values.
Mm-hmm.
We can input the value previous unknown and predict. So this will show the result of the psychometrics previous unknown.
Hang on. What did you just do? So you put label, description, and what did you do?
The user can know the other value in this mapping.
Yeah.
You can enter another description and
Okay, so you just type AAA.
No, it's just like an
yes.
example.
You can see the a little happy and choose between the not happy and the little happy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. And you can slide the bar, and here you can know, user can know the little bit happy here.
Yes.
Huh? I don't understand. What
This was, I read the email before, and I noticed that there it was a function like this.
Okay, but what you're doing, just moving slider bar and just displaying corresponding value, right? You're doing some linear interpolation.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay.
So this kind of function is meet your requirements about the product.
Did I ask you to do that one?
Yeah. You sent an email before.
Could you show me what I described?
How can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please wait a minute.
Okay, but this, can you go back to your user interface?
Yes.
But this one is not happy and a little happy and very happy. They're equally spaced.
Yes.
But the value is not equal. You can see the value.
Yeah.
No, but so what's the value of not happy?
You can back to the last page.
Yes.
What's the value of not happy?
0.
0. And you can see.
Okay, what's a little happy?
You can back here. Little happy is 0.
Yeah, but can you change the user interface so you don't have to come back to this page every time to see what the actual values are?
Yes, I can change
it. But what's the actual difference in the value between not happy and little happy? What's the difference there? Yeah, the numerical distance.
the value between them is actually different, and I need to use formula line interpretation to calculate it.
So what is the difference in here? Little happy and not happy.
It's not about value, it's about
No, I'm asking the value difference. Little happy and not happy.
The value is different. The not happy is here is 0, and the little happy is the 1.3. Yeah.
Okay, so 1.3.
Yes, 1.3.
Okay, how about little happy and happy? What's the different distance between those two?
So I know your means is that we need to make the distance become different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
it. Okay.
Because normally when you ask this kind of things in a questionnaire survey, well, not happy, little happy, happy, very happy, and extreme, or happy, they're all equally spaced,
Yeah.
okay.
but it should not. There's
Yeah,
no
I know.
guarantee they're equally spaced. So
Mhm.
based on the calculation, if you found that the distance is different, on this interface, I like to see that those differences in the distance.
Yeah, we get it.
Okay.
All right. So next time when I type little bit happy, right, I can
Yeah.
just put in between the not happy and little happy
Yeah.
in a little bit more accurate manner, because I know the distance there with respect to other distances.
Okay, we get it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No. And
about the feedback.
Yeah.
You want a feedback?
About,
Look,
Yeah.
what you described is okay. You basically described what you've done, but the main thing, okay, there are two main things. The issue is that, what was it? Let's hang on a minute. Hang on, when did you send the file? Who sent me the file?
me, it's Tom. I sent you the email last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Last Wednesday, which is, what was it? 5th of May. See, oh, got it. Okay, so that's the feedback on the development. Search solution in Google. That's not a really good way to describe that. How to address obstacle.
All right.
Group discussion, yeah, but discussing what? Okay. And this milestone says an improved project function, test, deployment, presentation, final report. What are they? You just list milestone, but which one you've done it or we haven't done it, or there's no description for it.
What is next steps?
Yeah, but you have everything. Improve the projection function, test. That means you haven't been testing. Deployment. You haven't done any deployment.
yeah, in the
Oh.
next week.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do milestone, when are you gonna do it? When are you gonna finish it?
Yeah,
You're gonna
we
do
have the
all
week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next week, or
Yeah, in the detail milestone, we have the week to do this.
look, if this is a report, the feedback you're seeking from client, you need to tell me that
Oh, okay.
detail. All right. Deviation from timeline, misunderstood client's requirement, the team lacks active communication with client. So what are you going to do about it? Team lacks active communication with the client. What's this got to do with the deviation from timeline?
Yeah, but we have a regular meeting with you now, so I think we solve this problem.
Oh, I said, well, then you better write it down. What was the problem and how you solved it?
Okay.
Obstacle risk, not enough understanding of algorithm, not experience in deploying projects, unable to perform face-to-face teamwork and a meeting. Okay, so all those things you described obstacles, and this is not so much a risk, but what did you do about it? And what are you going to do about it?
Okay.
You need to describe what you've done or what you're planning to do to solve those issues.
But we think it's a summary of reports, so we just give some key points.
Yeah, but you know what's yeah, but this is not a summary. This is just a title. You're not summarizing what the nature of those obstacles and issues and what you've done. You need to summarize it. Summarize doesn't mean just a bullet points. Just a bullet points.
Okay.
That's just a title, and I don't know what's under each title. You need to describe it.
Okay, that's my bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And implement some unit test. The unit test is the only test that you're doing? You're not doing any
Yeah,
integration test?
We did some last week and we showed you.
Huh?
We did some last week and we showed you the unit test. Do you remember?
No, I'm asking. Is the unit test is the only thing you're doing? Are you not doing any integration tests?
We did some this week with the action of GitHub.
Okay.
We
And
added
how are you achieving the regression test?
the GitHub action and the test we implement during development. Ensure every function is okay.
No. Look, for each test, you need to explain what kind of things you've been testing. Are you for example, you need to convince the code coverage is sufficient, or you need to show that all the edge cases are properly tested, right? And you can do all those things through unit tests, but also you need to do integration tests, and you need to do, of course, you need to keep all those tests you've done before and as a part of the regression test. So you need, do you have enough data you need to show those things? You can't just write some test code and run it and it passed.
Yes.
All right. You need to disclose what you're testing, why you're testing, and to make sure that all your testing is enough. You covered enough cases, and also you need to show that the code coverage, how much your code is being tested. Are you testing every single line in your code, or any part of your code hasn't been tested? Okay, that sort of thing needs to go into the test section. And then that testing things, you should have been doing that right from beginning. When you write a code, you should write a test first. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So for this status checking, do I need to write it down and send it to you, or is this interview is okay?
Oh, I think you should write it down and then send it to us. And we submit it before Friday.
You need to submit, or do I need to submit?
Oh, we submit. Our group
Right.
submit.
So why don't you just update this format based on what I talked to you,
Yeah.
and you update it and submit it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
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 All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Another thing is probably you should be doing is at the moment you're using just one example of happiness,
Mhm.
right? Could you use different things? Maybe use color, for example, order color.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
Instead of not happy or little happy, just have 5 or 6 different colors and ask a user to order them and maybe
Okay.
place those colors in the distance they think they're similar or close to each other.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Oh, nothing.
No. Okay. All right. Let's see you next week then.
Hi, Professor. So,
Yep.
when we'll get the feedback? I mean, the deadline on this Friday.
Or we all summarize it.
Yeah, I just gave you feedback.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you recording this Zoom session, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So you better go back and just write it down, and
Okay.
based on that, you need to update this form,
Okay.
and you can submit that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, let's do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See you
See
next
you.
week. All right. Cheers.
Thanks. Hi.
Hi, team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we think we have we just have some little experience about the testing. Can you give us some advice?
Sure. He mentioned 2 different things. One is unit tests. As you know, you can do it in GitHub Action. So I guess you haven't have any experience with it before, right?
Yes.
So what you can do is in GitHub Action, what they do is they start up a virtual environment. Sorry, a virtual machine. They start up virtual. Do you know what's a virtual machine? So it's like a machine that
Yes.
you know. Yeah, you know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it will then run some code on it, and that it will. And you guys had used the Git before, right?
Yes.
And you have been using GitHub throughout the different thing. Is that right?
We add some. We did some operation about actions last week, but we're not sure if it is correct. Yeah.
I see. But because right now you already have the unit test, so it should be easier. So in your so you mentioned GitHub Action, but have you created it yet? Not yet, right?
Yes, I have created it.
Oh, GitHub Action.
Yeah, I can show you it.
Oh yeah, sure.
This is our project, and it passed the tested. This is uploaded.
Yep.
And yeah.
And you go to code and then go to Git. Yep.
Yeah.
And workflow. Yeah. Same thing. Can I have a look at what it runs? Oh, I want to look at like go to code. Like select this thing. And then yeah. What does it run? So it runs build with, it doesn't actually run your,
No.
you need to run your unit tests here, like after the build.
Okay.
So build with Martin, is this your website? What is MV, and then I'm not familiar with it.
I think this is MVN is the Marvin. This is the Marvin project.
Oh, this is the Marvin project. Okay, I see.
Yes.
You also want to run some Java with it. So it will be, can I share my screen? It will be very similar to what you have right now, but so like for example, this is how to set up Java, right? Telling you how to set up. You already have this. You already have the checkout. You already have the setup. You just need to run like and if your Java needs specific Java version, you can also include this as well, which they are using Java 11. And then it would just be like Java and then run your code. In your case, you would try to run your unit test. Does it make sense?
Yes.
It's very similar to what you have so far. And you're using setup Java V2, right? Oh, this is only useful for if you want to use a specific Java. You don't have to do that. Probably you can. Yeah, so something like setup. So this is the same as the other thing actually. So first of all, do you know what this means? This entire thing, the steps means that it will perform these in sequence. It's like a script. So it will first run this repository, which is to check out your code. And then it will run some actions to set up the Java environment. And then you can have you run your unit tests on the GitHub action?
No. It's just run in the local.
Do you have the tests created for it? You can even use Marvin to run the tests, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So have a look at like this one. You might. Can I have a look at your page again? Yeah, so right now you only build the thing, which isn't bad, but after this, you would also want to run the tests with it. So it would be like an extra line and then run some command with Marvin, which means that what you're doing here is correct. It's just that you need extra things to run the actual test.
I get it. Yes. That
Yeah.
was
So,
very
so,
clear.
so yeah. So this is for building a Java project. You just building it is good. You also need to run the tests. Yeah. Other than that, it's all good. And then all these steps, every time you commit something, it will run everything together, which is like loading your latest code and then creating the Java machine and then build your thing. So this is basically what this means.
Okay.
So you can see that it has these dashes, right? Each dash is one step. And then the uses is the main focus. It will use different actions, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Cool. Any other thing that you want me to go through?
Nothing. Yeah, that's all.
I think this professor was pretty good. He doesn't really have too many comments, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think it's looking pretty good. The last thing he mentioned is deployment. Have you sort of how to deploy the system?
No.
Okay. So do you know what this deployment means?
Yes. Deploy it to one server.
Yeah. So I think I can recommend you to this one because this one is free and a lot of people uses it. Heroku. It's a cloud service, and then I think for student it's free for certain amount of. It's free for some time, some uptime, which means like you can use Git or Docker to deploy, and then I think it's free with 500 to 1,000 dyno hours per month. So which means that each month you have like about 1,000 free hours for the server to run.
Oh,
I think something like this.
Yeah, this should be enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So just for demonstration purpose, it's totally enough. And as to how to deploy it, I can go through with you later. But I think most of the time it has like pre-built package of how people had deployed.
Yeah.
So for example, if you search for, I don't know, like Java applications in, so start on. Yeah, so for example, this is some people GitHub saying you can deploy a Java applications in Heroku. These are like different recipes that you can try to follow Java Cloud. So what package are you using in Java? Java
8.
Oh, as in the library and like for the website. What library? Yeah, but how do you build a website? The library, the name of the library. Don't worry too much. So I think most of the time you can search up on what you're working on. So like you can probably like deploy Java website in the Java web app. So probably you can find out some instruction on how to deploy it onto the Heroku. And then after you have deployed it, you can then access it with like a website link, which is pretty handy.
Yes, very clear. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, that's all good. Like a free. So you need existing. Yeah. So for example, for this one, you need Java app that use Maven, which you are. You will then register a free account, a Java JDK, and then it goes to how to set up the thing, how to run it locally, and then deploy it into Heroku. Yeah. And then once you have deployed it, you can just access the web app on the link everywhere, anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like a web app deployed with Heroku.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So it will be like using Maven to build it for Heroku, and then Heroku log in with your credentials, and then create your web app, and then push it, something like this. But yeah, so let me know if it works or not. Yeah, this page is very easy to find. Just search up on how to deploy Java app on Heroku. All right.
Yes. Clear.
All right, awesome. Let me know if you have any difficulty. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys next week then.
See you.
See you.
All right, no problem. Take care. Bye.
Bye.